Good evening.
Good evening. Is this the one that... Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So a few minutes ago, I called Governor Raimondo to concede the race and pledge my support to her in the general election. And I want to thank all of you. This was a great campaign. And we fought for what we believed in. And we fought hard. And you all fought hard. And I have no regrets about it, because you know, all you can do is know your beliefs, fight for them, tell the truth, and if it doesn't work out, you get up the next day and keep doing it, maybe in a different way. So this has been a truly grassroots campaign, which has been driven by you, each of you, against all odds, against millions of dollars and the political establishment, being outspent 13-1. Tonight we earned the support of more than 35,000 Rhode Island voters. You were in that support. It was your work. I want to thank all of you. I want to thank all of our volunteers who worked so hard, who made the phone calls, who knocked the doors. And for those of you who joined me in a 4-day, 60-mile walk from the top of the state to the bottom, thank you. I want to thank my small, and very fiercely dedicated and extraordinarily talented campaign team. It's the best campaign team I've ever seen in my life. Molly, Juliet, Ron, Nicole, Chris, Andrea, Adamaris, Martine, Eve, Martina, Keith, Jason, all led by the greatest campaign manager a person could ever ask for, Meredith. I want to thank my father, Walter, and my mother, Linda, who's no longer with us. They continue to inspire me. I want to thank my children, Ella and Walker. We've helped on the campaign in so many ways and have not seen their daddy as much as any of us would like over the last 5 months. They inspire me every day to do more and to be better, to do the work we need to do to make this world right for all of our children. Finally, I want to thank my wife, Marissa. The love of my life, who gave everything a person could give to this effort. Love, support, incredibly hard work, a dining room that became a headquarters for a campaign, and 4 days on a 60-mile trek from Woonsocket to Narragansett. Thank you. So this campaign has been based on a very simple and enduring American ideal. That in a democracy, government should work for the people and no one else. Many in this state have struggled to get by because the system isn't working for them. The cost of everything people need, housing, healthcare, education, keep going up, and their wages have stayed the same. So life gets harder and continues to get harder for people. This is what we need to change, and this movement doesn't stop here tonight. We've built so much energy. We've got to keep going. The stakes are just too high to stop. So I still believe that we can have a state where every Rhode Islander can afford to go to the doctor without fear of going broke. That all of our children, regardless of zip code, can get a quality education. That we can still block the construction of a frack gas plant and the expansion of an LNG facility and make Rhode Island the first fully clean energy state in the country. It's times like these when there is so much at stake, when we need to come together. Regardless of who you voted for or what your political affiliation is, we must come together to solve the common problems we face and move our state forward. So despite the outcome tonight, I am still full of hope. When I wake up in the morning, I come downstairs, I see my children, I have no choice but to hope. We can't leave them a world like this. So we have to keep hoping, we have to keep believing, we have to keep fighting to make the world better, more just, and safer, which is what I've done my whole life, and one way or another will continue to do. So thank you very much for joining me in this cause. And I want to say to all Rhode Islanders, as long as we stand by each other, we will be able to make this state everything we know it can and should be. So I thank you all. I want to add, you know, I've spent most of my life, that's the end of the script. I've spent most of my life working especially to find young people who have something special to offer, of all backgrounds, and giving them some way to put it to work. That's what City Year was. That's what I tried to do as Secretary of State. That's what we did at Global Zero all around the country, all around the world, I should say, with campus chapters. And that's a lot of what this campaign was about for me. And it's so important to me that that my loss in this campaign does not in any way diminish the hope, the dedication, the drive, the spirit of anyone, but especially of all the young people who dedicated themselves to this. We can't let that happen. And so to all the young people here, take what was good from it. Take something you learned from it. Take the new friends that you made in it. Take maybe a new idea that you discovered in the process of this campaign. And just find a way to make it work. Find a way to take those ideals that you have and put them in the world. Sometimes they work out the way you hope, sometimes they don't. But you got to keep going. You got to keep going. So hang in there, keep fighting, keep believing, and you know, I guess the last thing I'd say is, you know, the only real source of power we have is each other. And if we are divided, if we're divided along economic group or race or any other way of dividing ourselves, the people won't have power to make the changes we need. So we've got to find a way as we go forward to come across the divides that we have, to come together based on our common humanity, but also based on our common interest, because the problems we face are urgent and we need to find a way to solve them. And I'm going to keep working on it one way or another. And I look forward to staying in touch with every single one of you. And I can't thank you enough for all your work. Thank you very much.